try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Just Us Girls. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We are so excited to have you to be a part of our conversation on today. I'm your host, Dr. Dornelle Reed, and we have two beautiful ladies on here, Drea and Liwanda. Hey, girls. Hey, beautiful girls.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good. How are you doing? Liwanda, I love that smile. What's going on? What did you do? What did you do last night? What's up? Tell me about it.
It's all good. It's all, hey.
It's all good.
Just living life. Living it.
I know that. I love it.
Living life. Yeah.
I love it.
Live, right? Right.
That's
you gotta
it.
find your
That's
happy
it.
place, right? Find your happy place, right? Exactly.
There you go. I love that. All right, Dre, what's up? I like that. You're smiling over there, girl. What did you do?
Can't tell, girl.
You can't tell? Okay. So, but it's too soon to tell. How about that? All right. So guess what? Today we are going to discuss, we're still on the topic of love. It's Valentine's. I know that this week we were supposed to do the self-love continuation, but because of Valentine's weekend, because Valentine's is here upon us this month, we are going to put that for the next segment. But today we are going to discuss romantic love. Romantic love. Yes. I love the topic, and we're gonna have fun with this thing today. Yes. Woo, yes. You guys ready? Girls, are you ready?
Ready.
Let's dig in. Woo! Well, first of all, one moment. Romantic love. We're talking about romance. We're talking about couples.
Yes.
We don't want the single folks to go out there and start doing things that you're not supposed to do. Praise the Lord. We want you to make sure that you're in the confines of marriage. Okay? So what we're going to discuss today, we're talking to the couples, because we don't want anyone to say, oh, well, I was listening to Just Us Girls and they told me to go out and fornicate. We're not doing that. You take whatever you want from here and you can apply it accordingly. But we're speaking to the couples on today. So before we get started, I want you to go get your wine glasses. Come on, girls. Show them the wine glasses that we have on today. Get your wine glasses. Prepare yourself, because by the time we're done with you on today, you're going to be like, honey, I need to go out and get some stuff, because we're going to be talking some real talk today. Yes. So Liwanda, Valentine's Day is coming up. If you can give us a sneak peek, not everything now, we're going to just give us a sneak peek of what you plan on doing for Valentine's Day or the weekend.
Well, it's more like a secret. So you really don't want to give up your secret. But one thing I know is that when we're talking about Valentine's Day and we're talking about this romantic love and we're talking about love between two people are together because they want to be together, it makes a difference, because it makes the romance even better. So it says, okay, let me decide on what I want to put together, because for me, Valentine's Day is every day. So it just takes me back to a place. But when I think about the romance, I think about how many times we've watched movies and see just how beautiful they are, and you see them fall in love, and it just makes you just feel like you're there with them. So when I think about the romantic love and try to some things that we're preparing like for the weekend, like my husband, like he's not a hard person to like, you know, he likes whatever, you know, he's not where he's picky, but he likes nice things. So you try to find those things that they like, you know. So you say, okay, let me decide on what would be together for us to get away, you know, and spend some time, because people don't realize the importance of being able to get away, the importance of being able to spend some time to say, this is the time where we're not picking up phones, but we're spending time with one another because we need to do this, because you need to connect. So just in case you have disconnected, it is time to reconnect.
I love that.
I like that.
And see, this is what people don't realize. So I've learned that when you're preparing a dinner, you know, and you don't always have to just go out, you can prepare it. And I love it because you find out what they like and you prepare a nice dinner. You get the beautiful candles, you get the beautiful wine, and you enjoy yourself. The music, don't leave out the music, because my husband is a music person. We love the jazz. We love that kind of music. So it kind of takes you back to that place of bringing into a place of being romantic, and about, especially when you're with somebody who you want to be with, you know, when that's just your spouse and that's your significant other, there's a connection there. So you want to spend time with each other. So it takes me back to something real quick that reminded me of just last week, you know, because we start preparing for Valentine's Day early. My husband is already like preparing. He's already ahead. And so we were sitting there and I thought about something, how the other night it was snowing. So it finally stopped snowing. So we said, we're going to go out. We go outside. We went to drive and we said, we'll grab something to eat while we're out. All of a sudden he says, come on, let me put the car in park. He gets out of the truck, comes around the vehicle and says, come on. So I come outside the vehicle. He put on the song from our wedding, which was the lady in red. He put on the Lady in Red and he said, come on. He said, he put it on loud in the truck. He said, and dance with me. It's our wedding. Mind back there. It's our wedding. It's our wedding day. It's our wedding dance. Let's do it. And that's what he did. And we danced in the parking lot and it was just him and I. We didn't care who else was around. It was just him and I. And so you got to remember those things that you did from the beginning. You've got to go back, and those things, they make a difference. So when I think about planning for Valentine's Day, there's really no limit. There's nothing to what I'm not going to do, because I know what my husband likes. And so I'm going to make it happen. And you just have to make it happen. You know, you have to think you got to plan 10 years in advance. Just make it happen. Hello?
Yes.
Let's
Naturally.
Make it happen. I like that.
Make
Make
it
it happen. Ooh, Liwanda, I love that. You guys started dancing.
Whatever it is, because it's between you and him. It's
That's
between
it.
you and your spouse. So whatever you do what you need to do to make it happen.
Make it happen.
Hey, hello, come on.
I
Yes.
love that. That is so, I love that, because you didn't have to plan that. And the spontaneity of it, what make it so exciting. You know, just getting out of the car, you know, in the parking lot and just dancing. That is just so beautiful. Oh my Lord. And you didn't have to wait until February 14th. Hello.
No, and to see the snow coming down so beautiful, and we just it's just like, and you see people in their cars and they're looking like, oh, wait a minute. But we didn't care. We were like, okay, hey, maybe you want to join us. Grab your husband and wife.
Hey.
We got the music playing. Come on, join. You know, hey, this is what we're doing. So we're dancing. So hey, hey, that's what we did.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That is so beautiful.
We started early.
I like that. I love that. Dream, what's going on with you?
Well, you know what, girl? I am not jealous of you, because my Valentine started today. Yes, I said today. Okay. So we got up super early this morning and the music started going. I'm a fan of love music.
Mm-hmm.
We got two on it. So we had love music going. My husband made me a fantastic breakfast this morning. And
Nice.
so we went out on the porch and we just had this romantic breakfast. So tomorrow,
Nice.
it starts again from tomorrow all week. So since we work so hard during the week, my plan is, he doesn't know, guys. So I'll be putting love notes into his lunch bag all this week. Little gifts, little tiny gifts, messages.
Yes.
Send out little messages on the radio station. Play our favorite tune. You know.
Yes.
Ease up this week.
I like it.
Friday night is on. We're gonna be Friday night. You know, my plan is to set the house in full candle gear. Oh yes,
Yes.
From work, nice massage, got it going on. Baby oil.
That's right.
I love that. I love that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Listen, now you're married.
Love it.
Liwanda is married. It's on this weekend. But let me tell a little bit about my own already. My own started last weekend.
Yes.
And Friday after work, well, actually Friday morning, you know, hubby drove me to work because we had plans that we were going to go down to a Long Branch, you know, for the weekend. So he picked me up after work. We went down to Long Branch. And listen, it felt so good to be served. It felt so good to just sit back and put your feet up and just get room service and to just enjoy the time and just, you know, no interruption. It felt so good. And then, you know, that was a whole weekend. So that's Friday after work. We were there all day Saturday. And then we came back on Sunday? And then it continued this morning. He took me to, we were in some place. He said, oh, you got to get dressed. We're going to, you know, eat breakfast. I'm like, okay, where are we going? He said, we're going to a diner because we love diners, right? And one of the beautiful things about New Jersey, I love diners. And so I said, where are we going? I said, are we going to the one on Route 1 that we've been before? You know, he was like, nope. I was like, where we go? I love to ask questions. You know, he have to really hide from me because I'm too nosy. I'm sorry. I'm one of them. Like, he said, I have a surprise for you. What's the surprise? Oh, that's me. So he said, I said, do you want me to drive? He said, no, I'll drive. You know, so we went out to this nice diner, you know, off on, you know, on 130 or something like that. And we had a wonderful time there. And that is just the beginning, because when it comes down to my husband, he always, he learned how to surprise me. He learned how to surprise me, because for me, I always want to know if he said, have a surprise to him, like, what is it? And then sometimes I'll ask him questions like, oh, what did you get? You know, what's that? You know, like, I look at, because I want to know. But he learned how not to say anything. So I'm learning how, I'm trying my best, learning how not to ask questions and just enjoy the moment, you know? And it's so important to do that. You know, Drea, I like what you said that, you know, you're going to do those little notes and stuff. That's a good idea.
Perfect. Send a text message during the day saying how much you appreciate how much you adore him, how much you love, you know, just being in that moment, because we work hard. Yeah, we work so hard, and then you don't have that quality time sometimes just to, you know, relax and enjoy each other company. So every little moment counts.
I like that. I like that. Liwanda and Drea, I mean, that's why I love you guys so much, because, you know, you keep it so real. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, we're trying to figure out what to do, how to, it comes natural. And whatever it is, what gives me nostalgia is when, okay, in my office, my husband decided to put a TV in my office. I'm like, oh, you don't have to do. So he puts a TV there, right? And when he puts it on, it's the whole wedding album. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm like, that's you. I love it. You know, and it is so beautiful. So sometimes, you know, I will leave it on. I don't have it in any volume or anything like that. But it was just like the slideshow that's going. And I'll just pass by my office sometimes when the door is open. And I'm like, oh, that is so cute. I'll be like, oh, somebody's dancing. So, I love to
love
keep
it.
that because every time I pass by my office and I have the
Yes.
door open, I'm like, oh man, look at that. That is so cool.
Yes.
And then, so
I
this
love
morning
it.
I said to him, I said, ooh, somebody's kissing.
Yeah.
And that was,
And sometimes it doesn't have to be big things. It's just a little thing.
No, not at all.
It doesn't
yes.
always have to mean
It's
you're
a
going to buy
little thing.
a ring. It doesn't mean that you always have to go out. It doesn't mean that. It's just the little thing sometimes means so much.
Okay, so let's talk
Yes,
about that
yes.
for a little bit. Loving on a budget. How about let's talk about that for a little bit. You don't have a lot of money. And let me say that for the self-love the last time, right? But how about, Valentine on a budget? What tips do we have for anyone who feel like they really want to do something? Some people, they want to do something. Some people, to them it's like of cooking the meals, which is good. You don't have to go out and spend, a lot of money and things. But let's talk a little bit about loving or spending Valentine's Day on a budget. You know what I mean? As couples, as you have your significant other, how do you have a wonderful Valentine's Day or weekend? Because some people start from Friday, but that day especially, what would you say to someone who said, well, you know what? I don't have a lot, but I really want to make this Valentine Day special for my significant other. What say you? Come on, Liwanda. Let's hear from you.
So, when I think about it, everybody thinks that you have to spend a lot of money. No, you really don't. And especially in this time, because it has become so commercialized. So you find that you're just spending so much money on these flowers. But at the same point, sometimes when you start earlier, it's a little bit better, because when you get closer to it, the higher the prices are going. So when you get like to February 13th, everything is like double, triple, quadruple. It's everything already now. And that's why some people will start to buy chocolates early. Now, okay, everybody might have their favorite chocolate. So you might want to spend a little bit more money. But if you can't, the dollar store has a lot of chocolates. Trust me when I tell you. And I've had some of them, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. And if you want, you can get a card from there. It's not, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. And they have other little things that you can put. They have a little cup that says, I love you. They have something that says, just smile. They have something you can put your picture in, in a picture frame. They have like all the Valentine's Day frames. They have things. So we think that we have to spend a lot, but we don't. Because what happens is when they love you like they love you, it doesn't matter. They're just so happy, whether you did anything or not, they're just so happy to be with you that they're not even looking at that. Because I always tell people, when you just look at that and you say, okay, it's the thought. It's because of the fact that you thought about it is what matters. Because sometimes we just get so engrossed into so many other things. But when you sit there and you take the time out to say, I'm going to write a card. I'm going to send something, I'm going to send a picture of us that we took about 4 years ago. Because like what I did was I started sending pictures and I said, yeah, remember this one? Remember we did about 3 years ago. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, we were in Aruba. Oh my God, we were in, in different things, and those things start coming back to you. So I tell people, it's not that you have to spend a lot, not at all. And if you want to talk about going out to dinner, sometimes I tell people that maybe you want to go out earlier in the day, because I find that when you go out earlier in the day, it's not as expensive. But when you try to go out in the evening, even though we're in a pandemic, there are restaurants that are taking reservations. Sure they are, but you're going to spend money to do it. And if you don't have it, don't beat yourself up because you don't have it. But there's other ways to do it. Okay, let's go to breakfast. It's still Valentine's Day. Let's go and enjoy. You can still, honey, let me tell you something. I love breakfast. Let's go to breakfast. Dornelle, I thought about you with them diners, girl. Jersey diners. Yes, they do. Let me tell you something. The food is great, and you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money.
That's it.
So
yeah.
I tell you, take what you can take, and remember that it's the thought of it. It's the thought. It's the mere fact that you thought about it is was what they're going to remember. Is that you thought, that you took the time out to say, you matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I love you like that. And when they see how much, they're like, you know what? That becomes big to them. You know, you got the little stuffed animals. Let me tell you something. My husband gave me these 2 stuffed animals. I love them. We call them Kevin and Liwanda.
Oh.
Okay. They're the cutest. Let me tell you something. They're these Valentines. I'm telling you, we call them Kevin and Liwanda. Okay.
I like that.
But they're my stuff. I love them. You know, and I'm like, that's you. He's like, yeah, that's you. So
That's cute.
these are the things that we do. So you don't have to spend a lot. Trust me when I tell you, but enjoy the moment. The main thing is that you enjoy the moment. Go to the dollar store, pick up some nice balloons. Trust me, they got all kinds that you need, and go pick them up. They'll be so happy to get a balloon. They'll be like, yes, the mere fact that you thought about them. That's what matters. It's the thought that counts.
The thought that counts. I like that. Drea, go ahead. What do you have to add to that?
Well, you know, to me, if you can't afford it, you feel that you want to do something so creative, just do something at home. If you can't afford champagne, ginger ale, substitute something. If you can't afford to buy a card and you do give a card, make your own card. You have glitters, you can glam it up. You wish that you have candles at home. Take them out. Dust off the dust. Put them all out.
Yes.
Put them in the walkway.
Right.
That's the door.
Girl, that's the walk, girl.
Yes. Put it in the doorway.
That's the walk, girl.
Is it going? You know, that within itself is romantic right there.
Yes,
Have a nice have a nice little dinner. You know, make it
in the closet. Yeah.
Yes.
It's true. How long have they been in the closet? Pull the candles out.
Exactly. You know, dress up. Put something sexy on. Put your dress on. Do your hair. Have your makeup on.
Sexy on.
There we go.
You gotta have.
We're coming to that now. We're coming to the bedroom. No, we're talking about dinner. We're talking about the food part of it. But we're coming to the bedroom, okay? You ladies, come on, get a little closer. Get a little closer. We're going to be getting to the bedroom now. We told y'all that we're going to be in the bedroom. We're going to be all over in your house, okay? So we're talking about the kitchen and the dining room now and the living room. We're getting there. Okay, just give us a few minutes. I just want you to get comfortable. You know, put your comfortable shoes on. But no, take your shoes off. But just make sure that you don't have the kids, put the kids but let the kids watch some video games right now. How about that, okay? Put their favorite. Okay.
Bad.
Put the kids to bed. Okay, because we get into the bedroom. So I'm going to give y'all some time to get yourself situated, ladies. Get yourself situated. Get yourself, put the family where they're supposed to be. Get the husband out of the room because he doesn't need to know what you're thinking of doing for him, and vice versa, because this is not only for women. You have some men out there who they need tips and they need ideas. Hello, somebody. We are here to help you and you and you and you, everybody. We're going to help you all. Okay, so let me give you my little tidbit about, loving on a budget, right? So Valentine's, like Liwanda and like Drea said, it does not have to be expensive. Please, you want to make sure that after Valentine's Day is over and the 15th come, you still have money. You did not break the bank.
Yes.
Okay. You don't want to go out, and yes, the flowers and everything, they're beautiful and all that. But guess what? Liwanda said it. Drea said it. You can cook a nice meal. You can run to the dollar store. You can get yourself some beautiful items from there, and you can get very creative, and you can put things together. Drea said, which I was cracking up, those candles that you haven't burned in a while and they have dust on them. You can, take your dust or whatever, you can dust them off, pull it out. You know what? As a matter of fact, just get excited. Get excited about love. You know what I mean? Some people, listen, we're in a season, I said it before in the last show, we're in a season where there's so much that's going on. So many people have lost their lives. So many things has happened. You've heard of so many things from different deaths here and death there. But take this time to think about what you have, the person that you have next to you, the children that you have. Take this time to just, even if you get that wedding album, you may not have done it in a long time.
Right.
Pick up that, let that wedding album be a part of Liwanda. I love it. Your wedding song. Just get some things together. By the time you get your wedding album, and by the time you put some music on and you dust those candles off, you know, trust me, you're setting the mood for a beautiful evening. And then listen, if you can't cook, you know, there's no need for you to go in the kitchen at this time. We're gonna talk about cooking later on in another show. But this is not the time for you to get in the kitchen at this time. Don't try to spoil the mood by showing your non-cooking skills. It would not be safe. What we want you to do is to just don't do it. You know. If you can afford to buy pizza, get pizza. If you can afford to, get pizza and get your wine. There's nothing wrong with that. That is beautiful and it tastes good. So, and then if you can cook now, and you're between a chef and the non-cook folks, make a nice dinner. The grocery list does not have to be extremely long.
Not at all.
Something nice and simple. Put it together, and make sure, because when you go out there and it's dinner for two, it's going to be much more expensive than you go into the grocery store and pick up some items,
That's right.
Jump on Google, get some recipes together, pull something together, something simple and something nice that you can cook for your significant other. All right.
Yes.
So by this time, you should already have the kids situated. Right, you should have the kids in the bed. You should have your spouse on the room, all that good stuff. So let's get down right and dirty. Let's talk about dessert.
And first, you got to put the dog to bed. Dog got to go to bed.
Put the dog. Yeah, we don't want any distractions now. All right, put the dog away, and the cat. Put the furry friends away. Okay, because they may sneeze or they may bark or something and miss a very important point. Okay, so we're coming at you. We're coming at you now. So for those of you who are, like I said, you're in the confines of marriage, it's a beautiful thing. All right?
Yes.
This is a very good time to stir up the love. Stir it up. We're talking about, it's probably been a while since you've really thought of Valentine's Day. But let this be a start for something that is beautiful to come. If this is the time for you to kickstart or jumpstart the romance in your marriage, we're here to help you. Because sometimes you forget you're going through work, and you come home and you're tired, and the kids and school and the pandemic, and there's so many things that's bombarding you every day. So by the time you get home, you're like, oh, what a day. You just want to put your feet up, you want to shower, you just want to go to bed, put the kids to bed, and that's it. But let me give you a little tip. We are going to tell you, the baby went to bed? Okay, good. The dog is out? Good. So you're ready. So we get into the bedroom now. Change your sheets. Change your sheets. Put clean linens on the bed.
Please.
That's the first thing we are going to encourage you to do.
Please.
Change the bed sheets. And we're going to have segments where we're talking about how often you do all of that. But today, we're just going to let you know that you should what? Change
your sheets.
All right.
If you have carpet in your room, vacuum. If you have hardwood floors, polish it.
Yes.
We're setting you up. Okay? Now, make sure that your dresser and the nightstand and everything like that is all nice and dusted down. And your perfume bottles and everything like that is nice and clean, because we want everything to sparkle.
All right.
Now,
I'm
going to help you here for a little bit. And the girls are going to tell you also, they're going to add their 2 cents and their 3 cents, and we're going to add everything to y'all. For those of you who are very creative, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh.
Christian folk, don't be afraid to spread the joy
Mm-hmm.
with your husband.
Mm-hmm.
Church folks, I'm talking to the church folks now, okay? Don't be afraid to enjoy your husband.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to enjoy your spouse.
Yes.
First of all, you need to keep the fire burning in your relationship.
Yes. That's right.
So if it means that you need to get some nice, go to the party store and get,
Mm-hmm.
the handcuffs, or
Oh.
go to a nice, costume store and probably get a nice, nurse's outfit, or what the case.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, they have them now. Or if your husband loves, you to be in uniform. Hello, somebody.
What is he like? Yeah.
This is the time. And if your husband loves dancing,
Yes. Yes.
I'm telling you, the same folks who just love to just say, let me get an A flat for God's love. You start singing a choir song. We ain't talking about a choir song today.
No.
We're talking about some Johnny Gill. We're talking about some Luther Vandross. Hit me with some. Come on, Liwanda, hit me with some songs.
Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey.
Yes.
Who sings Let's Get It On? Huh?
Yes.
Toni
Braxton. Yes.
Yeah. We gotta listen, y'all. And if you don't, you can go on YouTube. And if you forgot, let one of your kids pre-record it before. Okay?
Yes.
Get that
and
thing out. And like I
Yes.
said, if your husband loves you to dance, let me tell you something. Borrow a pole.
Oh.
A dance pole. And you may not know how to swing from one twirl to the next, but you practice. And you practice that one little twirl for your husband. Get that pole in the bedroom. And you make sure you close that door and you handle your business in the bedroom. Okay? Now, that's if your husband loves different things. You have to know how to jazz up the romance. We're talking about romantic love. And you should not be afraid to put on something very sexy, okay? A nice lingerie. And if you can't fit in them, you go and buy yourself one and throw that thing on. Get out that nice perfume from Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works or Bed Bath, wherever it is. You pull that thing out. You have stuff in your closet that I'm sure you haven't worn in a long time. Okay? Get all juicified and pull yourself together. Spray some nice, perfume on. Okay? And get ready to have some dessert. Now let me hear what you have to say, Liwanda, because I'm coming back to the Saints.
Okay. See, you want the romance. Like we said, keep the fire burning. If you know the wood has run out, that means it's time to get some new wood that needs to be chopped, because now we got to get the fire started again. See, so what happens is you don't want the fire to stay out. You got to keep it burning. So you have to find those things that keep it burning. If you know he likes the whole sexy, pull out the sexy. It's time for you to change. It's time for you to step up your game. See, what happens is you don't want to get complacent. And that's what happens. You don't want to become complacent. Nah, that's not going to be good. Because you need to bring in the sexy. You bring in that thing that you sit there, you know that he likes this certain type of thing you wear. You know what to do. Ladies, you know what to do. Because they have all kind of sexy lingerie, and it don't have to be expensive. But, if you got it, spend it. Because you know what? You want to look good. You want him to be like, hold up, wait a minute. And then don't leave out the strawberries. Get the strawberries, okay, maybe you don't have it to spend a whole $100. Grab you some strawberries, girl, and get that chocolate syrup by Hershey's. They make it, honey, and it hardens right onto the strawberries. You can do it yourself.
Come on now.
There are different things you can do. You know, if you know that they like wine, get you a nice bottle of wine. Let me tell you something. You go and you get something nice and you put on some nice music, and your music sets the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, yes, you know, set up your playlist like Dornelle was saying. You know, like I like Kim. I think Kim has like really nice music. So when you get that kind of music that just takes you to that place and it allows you to enjoy one another, because now it's not you with your phone ringing, it's not this one calling you that, because you're not really even studying that right now. You're focusing on your partner. You're focusing on the one that God has given you. So you are enjoying one another. So there's no limits. Take the limits off. It's your bedroom. You do what you choose to do.
That's it.
Because let me tell you something, honey. It is honorable in the eyesight of God. It's honorable. Marriage is honorable in the eyesight of God. So you have to stop saying, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know." Okay. Hello. How do you know what you're gonna like if you don't try it?
Okay.
How
Go
do
ahead.
you know? You won't know.
You don't know.
No. You say, "Oh no, I didn't need that." No. Hold up. Wait a minute. Because you don't know, but you won't try it. If you don't, you won't even try it. Now, that's not going to be good, because you have to find out what works out between the both of you. And once you do that, you can enjoy your Valentine's Day. You can just enjoy life and enjoy being with one another, and you will get the fire. Let me tell you something, like they talk about them candles. You know them candles been up in that closet for 2 years and you have not taken them out. Pull the candles out. And as a matter of fact, they might not even be any good now, so you might have to go get new candles. But that's all right though, because they're running candles on sale all the time, especially now. They're really running them, honey. Oh, you can get whatever you want. And if you want somebody to make it special, girl, got somebody who can make special candles for you. You know, we got people that do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So make it be special. You know, that's that person is in your life and you love them. And you want them to know that you love them. But I'm telling you, pull out the sexy. Oh, you want to pull out the sexy, honey.
You sure do.
Let me tell you something. You got to know that there's certain clothes that you're not going to wear in the bedroom. Okay, the certain clothes. Okay,
talk about it.
Thermals, no, that's not going to rise up in the bedroom.
No, come on now.
And if you need some help, reach out. We'll help you.
Okay. Tell them.
Make it happen. Okay, so reach out to us and we'll help you make it happen.
Amen. Go ahead, Drea. What say you? I love that, Liwanda.
Yes. Well, you know how I do. So anyway, bring on the sexiness. Come on now. Okay. That's time that you're going to spend with each other. That's the romantic time. That's the love time. That's the passionate time. Guess what?
Yes, passion.
Put the bubble bath flow. Put them bubbles in. All right. Get the champagne to the side. You can feed your partner with strawberries, chocolates, raspberries, whatever you guys are passionate about. Like, listen, if you have popcorn, you can pop popcorn and have that too.
Yes.
Just bring on whatever you have that makes you happy with each other. It's about spending that quality time with each other.
Yes.
Other. It doesn't even have to be all about having sexiness all the time, but it's that one-on-one time that most with each other. That's what's important.
That's right.
I like that, Drea. I love that, Liwanda. Bring out the sexy. Bring it out, because like I said before, and like we've been alluding to, is maybe this is the time you need to jumpstart your romance, jumpstart the romance. Maybe things has gotten too much, for too long, and you're at a point where you don't know what else to do. Start small. Don't let finances be the burden. Don't let the kids be the burden, because they're not. We put the kids to bed. You set the atmosphere. You can do this. We're telling you, you got this. Yes. You can do this. If you need help, reach out to us. We'll help you to get there. We've been married for, we have so many years on Drea. We have years on Liwanda. I've been married myself. And yes, we have, not so that we don't have 20 and 50 years, experience, but we are young. We are, you may be older and you might figure out, my days are over. No, you're still married.
Yes.
still
You're
have
still
life
married.
and you still have feelings, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So even
Yes,
if,
you
like Dree
do.
said, it doesn't have to be sex, but the
Yes.
intimacy. And intimacy
Yes, the
does not
intimacy.
mean sex all the time.
No,
There's so
it
many
doesn't.
things that you can do. Pop the popcorn,
Mm.
like Dree said. Bring
Yes.
out the sexy,
Yes.
like Lawanda said. I mean, I told you about the
Yes.
handcuffs and the uniforms, whatever, and the
Yes.
don't forget the dance pole now.
Yes.
Whatever it is that whatever it is that makes it happen in the bedroom. Now, that's if you have kids. Now,
Yes.
if at all that you decide that you don't want to be in the bedroom and you want to be in the kitchen, we can get creative there too. If you want to be in the living room,
Yes.
we can go there too, in front of the fireplace, in your
Mhm.
den, wherever it is, as long as both of you are spending that quality time, that intimate time with each
Yes.
other. This is really
Yes.
good, guys, because I'm telling you,
Yes.
someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to
Yes.
know, how am I going to jumpstart, my romance? What do I do? My husband is like, or my spouse, I would say, is not always the man. My spouse is at the place where, it's almost no return. Listen, like I said before, do you remember that wedding album that you had? Do you remember when you get married? If you can't find a wedding album, how about that
Yes.
song? Like Liwanda said, how about that song that you guys
Yes.
danced to the very first time? Because music, like the girl said, the music have a way of just pulling
Yes.
things together. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Pulling things together. And yes, you may have gone through a divorce. And yes, you may go, oh, well, this is a sorry time for me. Or there's a separation. Guess what? I'm going to revert this back to you. Go back to self-love. The first one that we spoke about, we spoke about,
Yes.
you don't
Back
have to
to
have that
self-love.
spouse. That was our first episode, our first talk. Go back to that. We're talking about loving yourself. You know what I mean? You're just loving, getting the kids and doing something for someone else. But I am telling you, if you try those things that we have mentioned before,
Yes.
if you step
Yes.
out, you get creative. Think outside of the box for just a moment. It doesn't have to be
Yes.
all stationary and all stapled and at 8:05,
Right.
this is what we're gonna
Yes.
do
Right.
and all that stuff. No, be creative, be spontaneous. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Make it happen, y'all. Listen,
Yes.
make it happen.
Yes.
Make it. Lawanda said that. Lawanda said,
Make
make
it
it
happen.
happen. We're going to make
Yes.
this happen. We want you to enjoy your marriage. And, to be honest with you, I said I was going to come back to your church folks. Some church folks think that because they're married, there's certain things that they're confined to. The bed is undefiled. Your marriage
Yes.
is blessed and ordained by God. So guess what happens? Let it be. Let it be. So enjoy yourself. Explore.
Yes.
You have not been down this road before. This is new. Like Lawanda said, how do you know you didn't like it? How do you
Mhm.
know? You didn't try it.
That's right. No.
Okay, me, I don't like pepper, right? I'm allergic to pepper.
Mhm.
But how did I know that I didn't like pepper? I had to have tasted it, right?
Right.
So
Exactly.
what you do is turn
Yes.
around now and try this.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, then guess what? You can
Leave
say
it
you don't because you tried it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay?
Exactly. That's
But
true.
yeah, I love this whole dance pole thing. I
Yeah,
think I'm
but
gonna
if-
have to try that for myself.
Yeah, I see what you're going to be doing this weekend. Same.
Listen.
We'll know where to find you.
Listen, y'all. You have to make sure that it's all about your life. Your marriage is meant to be loved. Have fun.
Yes.
That's always
Yes.
saying to you.
Have fun.
Have
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
Lawanda, what do you want to
Passion.
tell them in our last few moments? What do you want to tell them? What do you want to tell these wonderful, people out there? These wonderful, beautiful people that we love so much. What do you want to tell them, Lawanda?
You sit here and you say, you know what, just, find the passion, if it's the passion, get to it and just hold on to it. And, and to have it is, enjoy the time that you'll spend with one another and just look forward to it and don't think so deep. You don't have to take it so deep, but but learn to relax and go with the flow. You got to learn how to just sit back. You know, you have your glass, you have your little sip and relax and just let the music flow and just in whichever way it goes, that's the way it's going. But you know, it's so many people that get hooked. They say, oh, but you know what? What about the intimacy? Yes, intimacy is extremely important. Yes. So when we remember these things and remember to keep the fire burning, please. Please don't, if it's died out, please, come on, let's get the matches, let's get going, because I need you to light it back up again, because it's been dead too long. It's time for it to get up. It's been dead too long. So I need you to relight it and let's get going. You can do it. I know you can.
I love it. Go ahead, Drea, what you got to tell them?
Yes. Well, demonstrate your love, not only on February 14th, but on any given day. At any given time, create ways to show appreciation for one another, loving each other. Let love live.
Yes,
I love that. I love that. Well, guess what? We have said a lot. We have set the stage for you to have a wonderful Valentine. And like the girl said, not just on Valentine's Day, but from this time and beyond, you want to ensure that you jumpstart that romance that's in your relationship. And we can always get deeper in this, but this is, just a little bit of a tidbit that we want to give you, drop a little nugget here and there so that you can get your Valentine Day going, your Valentine weekend, and however you choose to do it, we are here to back you 100%. So I'm telling you, enjoy yourself. Liwanda said, make it happen. Bring out the sexy. Drea said, you know what? Just let it go. Just relax. Just let it flow. Be yourself. Have fun. And, girls, we have our nice little wine glasses here. All right. We're saying to everyone, pull it out. Get started. Pull it out. We're toasting you. To you, girls. Yes. 1, 2, 3. We love you. We love you. Take a sip now. Let me tell you something.
A toast to love.
A toast to love. That's what I'm talking about. So ladies, we love you all. We love you. Just Us Girls is on the, on the swing of things. We're here to help you. I just love these beautiful, beautiful girls. Beautiful, beautiful. We love you. We thank you so much for joining us. We thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. But remember, relax. Make it happen.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Make it.
Bring out the sexy.
Yes.
Bring it out. Okay? Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And we hope to see you next time.
Beautiful.
On what? Just Us Girls. Do it. Have
Just
fun, everybody.
All right.
Have a good one. All right? Take care now. Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye.